What are we doing again?
Say hi!
Where am I? What's going on? Welcome to another race video, and this one's going to be a different one. So every time you do a race event, pretty much every time, you know where the start is and you know where the finish is, you know the distance that you're going to cover, or roughly. This one I don't. So this is called the Drop UK, and there's various locations they do this at, whether it be York, Manchester, Birmingham. There's lots of different ones, so go check out the Drop website, the Drop UK, and you'll get a little bit more of a flavour what it's about. With this event, I'm going to turn up at the meeting point. They're going to bag up our phones and watches, etc., seal them so you can't use them. They're going to blindfold us on a bus, take us 10 miles away from the finish line, and then it's up to us to make our way to the finish line. There's no course, no maps, no GPS, just yourself to try and get you there. So yeah, it's going to be a different one. I'm running today with Adam. We're in a team, so we're going to do our best. Adam's a very strong runner who's over the last year or so has got even stronger, so he'll be pushing me to make sure we run it. Obviously there is a bit of exploration in this one. It's going to be 10 miles outside Newcastle. Now I know Newcastle fairly well, I've lived here for a long time. I'm trying to think, probably over half my life now, but there are areas when you get 10 miles out that I wouldn't be too sure of. So this is going to be a really interesting one to see how I get on. My sense of direction is something I've always been quite proud of, but that's normally because I can kind of understand where I've been before. But if this is an area where I haven't been before, we could have a little bit of trouble. So I'm just on the way to start line. They give you like a sort of 45-minute window to check in and register, so they can brief you, things like that, go through any safety briefings that they need to, make sure you're all ready to go and get you on the bus. So that's where I'm off to at the moment. Obviously there's going to be sections of this video where I can't do anything like on the bus when I'm blindfolded, because I won't know what I'm shooting, and it would be unfair because I'd then be able to look back at the video, things like that. So when I get on that bus, I'll turn my camera off and we will just get to the section where we start, and you'll then probably see me looking very lost. So I'm looking forward to this one. It's something really different. I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy it, and obviously you'll see if I'm any good at directions or not, while combining running at the same time. So with it being 10 miles, they do say that it's probably going to be over that, because that's as the crow flies. So it's very unlikely that you can just do bang on 10 miles. If it was, you maybe about an hour 40 or so would be in all sort of 10 miles. I'm expecting this to be at least 2 hours, if not a bit more, depending on how lost we do get. So yeah, I'm gonna get across to the start line, or the meeting point, because we don't know where the start line is, and I will see you in a few minutes.
Is Adam signing his life away?
I've got Jenny down. Just put Jenny down there.
I think you can do it through
It's really make it obvious it's taking it.
people enjoy the
We're giving them out. Enter number 43.
Are you number 44? I'm sorry.
It's a photo.
Let's have this one then.
I don't think I'll be as quick as this today. So there'll be bits and pieces that I try and record while I've got my phone before it gets sealed away. So this is the blindfold that we have to wear on the bus, coach, and obviously there's a slight honesty system going on. And then this is the bag. You've got to put your electronic devices in, such as the phones and watches. They have to go in here and sealed away, so you can't use it. You can set your watch off though to make sure you get your distance and your steps in and things like that. Yeah, that's really important. Otherwise, if you don't have it recorded, did it ever actually happen?
Nope, is the answer.
And then you've got the tracker, which needs to go on top of your bag. So the good people organising it here can keep track. We've seen it on the screen as well. But we are being summoned, and we're going to get on the coach right now. I feel like I need to insert the clip of the clip of Bilbo where he goes, "I'm going on an adventure." Right, get on the bus. So this is I've got to turn it off now, and I'll see you wherever we start.
Okay. Right, the drive's going to start off in a few minutes.
That's that guy. Where are we? Oh, he's going to be stuck in that one, though.
Oh, that's why it was felt so bumpy. Alright, so yeah, we are definitely north because red squirrels don't go past North Gossip.
Well, I'll do the intro and you can say that again. So, welcome to the proper intro, as we've now been dropped off. You can see the coach in the background. That was a weird feeling because we had the blindfolds on, and there is a bit of trust system involved because you could take it off and have a look. But
we did not.
You start trying to track your movements, you go left, right, roundabouts, things like that. We didn't take our blindfolds off, but it's funny as well, listen to what everyone else is trying to think. Was some comedians on the bus. But we are
Liam Neeson's on the bus as well.
Yeah, counting their turns and things like that. We have a feeling we went north, so we'll get out of the way, people. Good luck.
Good luck.
See you.
So yeah, I think we're north because there's a sign saying red squirrels, and red squirrels are pretty much endangered. South of about Gossip area.
Fair enough.
It smells fresh.
It does smell fresh. We're definitely up in the countryside, and we're saying it up. It could be west, but what we're going to do is we're going to start running a bit. But we're definitely in a very foresty area, so we'll just have to try and run until we find a road sign. And I feel like we should not ask someone first.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
We'll just try and go.
It's part of the fun.
And we're not going to follow everyone else because that would be a little bit silly as well. But it was quite funny at points. The bus seemed to get stuck towards the end. He didn't even seem to know where he was. You could hear things scraping on the top of the bus, like the branches. So Adam has a theory that. Do you think it still could be Plessy Woods?
It could be near.
Okay. So we'll be keeping up on the videos when we find some clues as to where we might be, and that will give us an idea of how far we've got to run, because it says it's 10 miles, but as I said on the intro before, that's as the crow flies. There was watches going off all the time, so I think it's going to be a little bit longer than that. The guy on the bus said it's about 13 miles. So we're gonna set off when Adam's ready. He's just having his fuel.
Snacks.
Here's the car. People are asking already.
Ah.
People are asking already. Be a really weird question to ask someone.
Where are we?
Where are we? How do you not know? So yeah, let's start going. And I think we're towards Cramlington somewhere, but it doesn't feel fresh enough to be near a coastline, and I don't think they would put in a coastline because it'd be quite easy to work out where you are.
And
So
they did Pontyland last time, so I don't think it's that, and I think we're north, so...
yeah, I think we were on the A1 at some point for a little bit. Right, here we go.
Our Bedlington District.
Bedlington and District Red
So
Squirrel.
we're near Posse Woodside.
Ah, there's our first clue. We're somewhere near Bedlington. So, Bedlington is in the north. It's not as far across the coast as Cramlington, so if that's a sign. Obviously it depends how big the Bedlington district is, but we are somewhere north of Newcastle, so we just need to try and get back towards the south. Yeah, first clue, and we're only a few minutes in.
That's Bedlington High Street up there.
Right.
So that is a big pub and masons area.
Okay.
So this is the main road that will lead down to Pellecy Woods on the left.
Right.
So technically we could have gone that way, but I don't know if we would have got through or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we head down here and go to the left, we're sound. Because there'll be a golf course to our left.
Oh, that's a big shout.
I think
Adam's onto the trail.
let's go.
I thought I was going to be more like, where am I? What's going on? I think we're okay. It's only 10 miles outside Newcastle. I say only 10 because it could have been worse. I wouldn't want to stay on that bus for another 5.
I know how to get to Newcastle from here via main road, so we're going to have to explore.
Oh yeah, and we can't run on the A1.
Nope.
Oh, some interesting smells out this way.
The country. Police going like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of runners around here today. Newcastle, yay!
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, we've only got the long way. It's a beautiful wood.
You lads fast.
Well, the last time we reached, no doubt.
We've reached our first major road and a big roundabout, and we're nearly at a path because we have to do some next to the road. This is a big Cramlington roundabout. Adam, if we go that way, we're going to be heading to the A1. Are you sure there's going to be another turn before there?
Yeah.
Okay.
We go through wide open.
Because that way would go Tynemouth. Yeah. Which, to be honest, the thought of having to run back from Tynemouth feels like you're going out of your way. Just in case you couldn't tell, it's quite a weird weather day. It's humid, it's warm. There are clouds, however, which is nice because it means we're not getting as burnt as we could have been.
I am.
Oh, Adam burns. Just looking at the mirror. Don't know what that means now. Yeah, we've come off the roundabout and we're heading towards Newcastle, which I can see on the other side of the road. There's a sign that says Newcastle 10 miles. Now that's by car, so we can cut across some areas hopefully, and obviously that's normally to the city centre as well. It looks like we've got...
So if we want, we can go into the industrial estate.
I don't think there's any entrance there, is there?
I think we've gone behind the
Should we...
This is a straight road.
Yeah, let's stay on this because at least we can see our bearings.
This will take us to the Snowy Owl.
Oh, okay, I know where that is. That'd be a lovely place to stop for some food.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Just walk in. 2.2 finest, please. So, as you might have seen, we were in amongst a load of other people and then we decided to try a different way.
That way was boring.
Yeah, I can see train tracks, train lines.
They're power lines.
They're train lines, aren't they? So we went through an industrial estate and we come out the other side, and there's still signs to Newcastle, but we think the road signs are trying to get you to go towards the A1, which you wouldn't be able to go on. We do feel like we are, however, going towards Cramlington. What we might need to do is we need to get further inland, because Cramlington is towards the coast. So we might have taken a slight mistake.
You can just go that way.
Yeah, never be afraid to change your direction. If you think.
I'm going to quickly jog to there and see if there's a road back going that way.
We'll go this way. It's exploration, Adam. Adam's a much quicker runner than me. He's naturally gifted in that way. So he's sprinting off if we need to have a look ahead, and I'll just follow. But it's a really interesting concept so far, and it's a good way to explore your local area, because there's loads of other ones that they do all over the country, as you've seen on the map. So we are going to end up getting lost a few times, that's fine, but we might as well stick to decisions. Yeah, because at the worst we're going to end up in Cramlington, and we know we just need to come away, and there'll be more exits out, whereas that feels like you have to go one way towards that Newcastle side. So we might have made our first mistake, but it's an adventure. It's an adventure. How is it going? Oh, this is nice. What an adventure. I'm going to go on the swing. Adam.
Which way do you point this? Meanwhile, in Cramlington. What a beautiful day.
What are we doing again?
Running somewhere.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that was smooth.
what's just happened?
Ah, those bloody YouTubers. Got Ben, who works with Adam, who's been tracking Adam. That's why he knows where we are.
Absolute cheating scum we are.
Yeah. Promise we're not, but. Oh.
But you weren't going like this way until like a certain point, and then I saw you like running like past down,
Yeah.
and I was like, I texted Adam.
He's been saying that for the last like
Yeah.
20 minutes or so. He's like, I'm sure Ben's going to be out somewhere.
But like, they dropped us off basically where I used to meet, and I'm like, this is too fucking easy, it's a straight line.
You're up in bed.
Yeah.
How far is Ben from Cramlington?
2-3 miles?
Yeah, a couple of miles, yeah.
Alright, so we've still got like 10 more miles to go.
Yeah, it's still like the vast majority of it.
Yay!
This is way nicer than running down the main road.
Yeah, until you get hit by a tractor.
I don't really know where I am.
On the wrong side of a barrier.
Vault across the
Yeah.
rusty bit.
We're just refueling because it's been a little while. We know it's roughly 12:30, not because we can track the sun or anything,
As I can tell.
but because we asked someone and it feels like it would have been about half an hour ago. So we think we're around 12:30ish. But we can see by aeroplanes that are taking off. I don't know if you can see up there. So we saw where that takes off from, so we know where that is, over at the Newcastle airport, and then roughly where we are. And I can hear my watch in my bag beeping for another mile. But we're hoping the road that we're on at the moment is going to take us across to a roundabout. So we've got to be careful and keep your wits about you, because there are main roads where you can probably tell that car was going very quick down a country lane. So just got to be careful, because some of the roads around here aren't the best in terms of visibility for cars when they're turning corners quite quickly. But as you can see, I think we're still probably just about in Northumberland, but we're heading back into Newcastle, which is off kind of that way. So I hopefully think we probably, what, you reckon, an hour?
Ah, yeah,
If that.
we actually ran the entire way back less than that, but
Yeah, if we ran it, I reckon we'd be close to 30-40 minutes, because there's a lot of areas where we could cut through and we know exactly where we are and where we're heading. But we were okay, we're enjoying it, which is the main thing. We're going to try and stay alive on this country road. And I'm going to enjoy this honey stinger waffle that I got when I did one of the Disney runs, and I got a load of them for free, and I bought a load as well. But this is a cookies and cream one, which is lovely, tastes very nice. Oh look, there's Newcastle Racecourse, because you can see the floodlights off in the distance. We see floodlights, which is Newcastle or Gosforth Racecourse. So we're actually, this is taking a big cut out of going all the way around, potentially, till we reach a dead end, I guess.
really smooth.
Yeah. No, this is trail running. Oh.
You're well in cover now.
We were just saying, we think this is our best stint of actual running so far, because it's supposed to be a running event, but obviously you have country lanes, or not knowing which way you go, or where there's no path, it's just grass, and you might go down a pothole, whereas this feels, yeah, lots of cars, whereas this feels conducive to running. And you know I'm not tired when I can say the word conducive. So we're doing okay.
Saying it a big word.
Yeah. What do you want me to say?
What can't you say when you're running?
I don't know if I can normally say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yes, whoa, left or right?
I'm
Forking
gonna
in the
stare
right.
at this old map. Doesn't
Welcome
say you are here.
Wide open wagon way. Anyway, it's Newcastle Racecourse, so we are on the approach to Newcastle, which, to be honest, it's a straight road now, isn't it?
I mean, pretty much walked the entire way that we made it home.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately, like, lots of cars.
But this way, from now on, straight down here, straight down Gosforth High Street, then we'll be on Great North Road, down to the Town Moor, across the Town Moor, back to Cozy Dove. Sound like I was going to go into a version of Shaun of the Dead there.
Cameras up.
Yeah, and silence. Adam's just said that we should keep the camera rolling to get some of our banter. But then we joked, as soon as I turn the camera on, it's going to go quiet.
And it did.
And it did. I don't know what's down there, but let's film it.
Someone's house.
Oh,
Don't mind us.
someone's sunbathing, yeah.
I'm keeping my right arm nice and cool.
Adam's got a leaky pipe. Nope, it's all gone.
It's all gone now. My leaky pipe I do not need.
Yes, he does.
It's impressive because it's going down my chest.
Adam's turned this into a wet t-shirt competition, which is the only thing we're winning today.
That and the biggest adventure.
That's true.
And on our right, we are passing two people. Look at me! Over there, who are also running the same run. Yes, back to me. There we go. It's a bit temperamental at times, right? It's a bit temperamental at times.
Yeah, it's slow.
We're getting to the major landmark that is Asda.
Weekly shop. Or if you're a bit fancier, you go shopping at Marks and Spencer's instead.
Ooh, fancy.
I mean, the only one that would be a bit disappointed is if we get beaten back by the 15 milers.
That might happen.
But they have to do an extra however many miles.
Yeah, but they'll-
They have to drive there.
that's true, yeah. But it still might happen for anybody like proper running.
Oh
it.
yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, well done to anyone.
Yes, that's what we mean. Yeah. Die.
But also curse you. Now, it's really weird because Obviously, when you're out on a normal run, you have your watch on, you can pace yourself
Yeah.
in terms of, you know, what speed you're going. I'm guessing right now, this is about a 10-minute mile pace.
Yeah, because we can both chat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So it's like, I don't know, zone 2-ish
Yeah,
pace run.
maybe
Pace.
for you.
Slow down, Adam.
So 10-minute mile pace. When you're towards the end of what feels like could be a half marathon, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
It needs to get better for the Great North Run if I want my time, but it's not bad. We've got a few months yet.
You get hill training
Yeah.
and love slash hate.
now. Cowhill.
We're almost there, but we need to do this hill training first. That's one hot doggo. That's one hot doggo.
Just needs a bun. I apologise. The town hall. Currently home to the cows.
And
The Hoppings.
yes.
Well, it's setting up at the moment.
Do you know what the hoppings means?
Fun fair.
It's near our birthdays.
Well, I was going to say it also means hay fever season.
It does. All that yellow is not cool.
No. You might want to turn it around, show the people where we're going.
For the people. Stop looking at our sweaty faces.
So I see runners, I don't know if they're bottomless.
I don't think so. I think most of them had packs.
Yeah, they would have to, yeah.
Entering the moor.
I see people running.
I see people.
I don't know if I can hold them off though if they're going fast. So, you'll have seen a few runs around here before, a few events. This is where I do all my training on the town wall.
Look at the beautiful moor. It's the start of the hoppings.
Which opens
Don't,
Friday.
Don't stand in the cows.
Yeah.
Who? I don't know how family friendly this thing is, but
That's pretty family friendly.
I will stop saying
Oh man, I'm now going to beep it.
people catching us.
Nah,
Oh, look behind us.
not seeing you.
I'll scare them with the
Hello,
camera.
cows.
Moo!
Yeah, move along, guys. Keep going. Move, cows.
Get out the way!
Bring you some hay. Bring you some hay.
What was that, Andy?
Move, cows. Bring me some hay. You showed us that video.
I know. I just wanted to sing it
I
again.
don't mind.
Ah,
No, but seriously, cows, move.
got a little bit of a cow butt problem. Moo!
I still want to get kicked a few hundred yards.
It's our cow friends. Say hi. The Central Motorway.
Starting the Great North Run.
Woohoo! This is where you start.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where everyone stops left.
Almost there.
Where that one. Last few hundred yards.
We got this. We do not got this.
Oh. We do a full briefing afterwards. I've
But
enjoyed it, it's been good.
yeah, I enjoyed the adventure part.
Yeah. But what we'll probably do, stay quiet for this last part, because we're going to turn the corner and the pub is going to be just around it.
The Winchester. I mean, what was it called again?
Cozy Dove.
Cozy something.
Dove.
Almost there.
And we're going to ring that bell.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to keep the camera going until we ring that bell.
Just doing a bit of fancy camera work as we're coming.
Where is it? Oh, so that's the drop.
Oh yeah, I've got a medal somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I've got so many pockets.
We got a bit distracted trying to look at our cream cookie. And yeah, cheers to adventure.
Muchest adventures.
Now we just wait for it to all blow over. I'll do a full debrief on the way back, but it's good to be finished. And we're just going to edit our activities to see how long it actually took us, because there's a discrepancy on how quick it was. We know
I did my fastest marathon apparently.
Yeah, fastest mile was about 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll check in a bit. We're going to enjoy this cold drink, and I might get striked on some of this copyright with the music anyway.
Yeah. 3 hours 49. You're welcome.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna do the top one.
Oh, Jesus God.
Pull my muscles out.
Well, that was the drop 10 mile. We did see some people finishing who have finished the 15 mile, who finished probably about 20 minutes after us.
Like that, yeah.
And we had a look on our map where like where we went and the route that we kind of took, and we definitely dog-legged out to come back in. So
On purpose.
the ones who finished ahead of us are the ones who just went the sort of straightest and most direct route. But I feel like we went on a nice adventure. We went to Cramlington, we saw Ben who was tracking us, and that's how he was able to see where we were going to be. So it's about the adventure on the way and the friends that you make and all that sort of jazz. But thoughts, I guess, is it's time to sort of give you final thoughts on the event. And if you are anywhere in the country, it looks like you're never going to be more than a couple of hours away from an event. We were having a chat with the guy who organises it at the end, and he said there's a lot of people who do these events in their hometown or home city and then think, oh, I should have done it somewhere else. And I could see why, because we got to a certain area very quickly where Adam grew up and not far from, so he kind of knew where we were early doors. And that could change, he even said, like, next year or the winter one, you could be the other side of the river, you could be anywhere. So it is kind of luck of the draw as to where you get dropped off.
I mean, if we'd gone anywhere else, I wouldn't have had a clue. Except
Yeah.
maybe the coast.
Yeah. And I feel like they would avoid the coast because it would get too easy.
Yeah, you just go west.
Yeah. So it would be interesting, say that we're in Newcastle, were we to do Kendal or one of the ones at the far end of the country that they do, that would be very different. But what I will say is I did enjoy it. We ran in the end 14.5 miles. It
So
took
we
us...
almost did 50 miles.
Yes, yeah.
I think they did like more like 20, right?
And yeah, so we nearly did 15, they nearly did 20. And we talking to the guy who finished the 15, we would have known where we were quite early on for that one as well. So again, luck of the draw, but I enjoyed it. I thought the adventure side of it was great. It's up to you how fast you do it. They do enforce a few hours in terms of like to make sure there's an end to it, because they need to pack up and go home and make sure people are safe as well. So that's why you have the tracker, so they could check where you are. But I guess it's kind of what you want to make of it really, which is an interesting concept. Yeah, there are some people who will just want to run as directly as they can. There'll be some people who want to make it more of an adventure, and they do encourage that at the beginning, and they say go have fun and get lost. And when I was emailing the guy, he even said, you know, take a camera, go get lost. He's like, he encouraged it. We nearly got lost. Yeah, we went through Cramlington in an area that we didn't really know too well.
We got a little lost for a little bit in a park.
Yes, true. Yeah, I regret nothing. My knee feels great after going on a swing. So yeah, that was even worth it going on just for that. But the legs feel okay. Would I do it again? Possibly.
I think I would do it with a bigger group in a place we had no idea where we were.
Yeah, yeah. Like the thing is, you wouldn't want to get dropped off in the same place and do that again, because it's just kind of like, all right, unless you wanted to see, could we get back in a quicker time? Could we go a more direct route? Could we go completely off beast and go to Tynemouth and in that way instead?
I'd like to maybe do more countryside-y one as well.
Yeah, it's not one for you if you just want to do like a road run. This won't be an event for you. If you want to do one where it's more trail and a bit mixed, more of an adventure, this is absolutely for you. But we've had a really good time doing it, and I would do it again, or the concept, and I would urge people to give it a try. If there is one in your local area, maybe start with that one, or if you are feeling adventurous, go for one at the other end of the country, and as the organiser said, make a weekend of it or something. But the Cozy Dove was lovely. As a pub, the Euros have started, so there's football on the TV. We were lucky with the weather in the end, because it didn't rain.
I'm sad for every bit of rain going.
Yeah, it was supposed to be thunderstorms on some of the weather forecasts.
Waterproof shoes.
Yeah,
you know.
they give you a list of things to bring, like a waterproof jacket, wasn't needed, foil blanket, a whistle, we didn't get that lost.
They didn't even check we had any of that stuff.
They didn't, and some of it is completely down to you. As I say, this is an event that will be completely what you put into it is what you get out of it, because you could take your blindfold off on the bus and know where you are.
You could take your phone out.
You could technically. They didn't ever check that either. But there might be at other events they might check that a little bit more.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, and also if you turn up first, maybe they did check the first finishers. But yeah, we've got a nice orange eye mask, if anything else.
Oh yeah,
you get
using that for
nothing. You get a medal out of it as well, but more than anything you get a sense of adventure and a sense of fun. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and the next planned event I've got coming up is the Great North 10k, which is in the beginning of July. I'm not sure if I'll be fitting another one in before then or not. I need proof of time. That deadline is coming up for the marathon weekend, which, even though it is in January, is going to come around very quickly. So the proof of time is due beginning of July as well. So I need to try and get the fastest time I can, try and get up those corrals a little bit as well. But I'll keep you posted if there's any more. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications, so if there's any more videos that come through. There is going to be another Disney challenge one that I've got to release in there, and I'll be doing more of an update on the Dopey challenge and the training that officially starts. I've got a good base now, so we'll see where we go from there. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you real soon and see you on the next one.